All right, so I just finished a hockey game, drove straight to the airport where I am now because I've got to be in Southern California in the morning, but played hockey, our fourth straight win, had a great time. And I got to tell you, when I'm out there playing hockey, I'm just like a little kid. Hockey for me is just pure joy. And I just want to ask you the question, what do you do in your life that's just pure joy? I'm in my hotel room here in Southern California. I just got an email from a client of mine who said, essentially, I'm just going to paraphrase, Jeff, we've tried everything and we're not selling. And we have tried everything and yet we're not selling. What do we do? And look, my first thought here is if you've got people who are looking at your product and you've tried everything, literally everything, then you have a value problem. You have a value perception problem. But I do tend to stop short of, have you tried everything? And so my advice for people who are in this situation is, you may think you have tried everything. And I'm not suggesting that you're not a smart person, but sometimes you just got to bring somebody else in to look at the situation. When you think you've tried everything, grab somebody that you trust, pull them in and ask the question, all right, show me what I'm missing here. Challenge me. Let's just put this whole situation on trial and you tell me what I could be doing differently. The whole concept of we've tried everything, challenge that. Challenge that. All right, I got a question today from a sales manager, a really interesting question. Should I hire an introvert to be a salesperson? Don't extroverts make the best salespeople? For those of you who have read Daniel Pink's book, To Sell is Human, you're probably one step ahead of me on this one already. We already see that when it comes to the idea of personality style, there are a lot of different ways to be successful at sales. And when it comes to introverts versus extroverts, there's a strong argument that introverts actually make better salespeople. They tend to have better listening skills. So I think what you're going to find is that most great salespeople are ambiverts. They are outgoing and they get their energy from people around them when they need to, but they are also introspective and they don't need to be the star of the show. The customer can take that role. So you're looking for salespeople who are emotionally flexible. They've got a high degree of emotional intelligence, so they allow their customer to be able to be the star. And that's really what we want out of our sales professionals, right? We want the customer to be the star. So if you're a sales professional, you're looking at this, I don't care if you're an extrovert or an introvert or an ambivert, as long as you put the customer first, you're going to be okay regardless of your personality style. I'm in Southern California today. I'm doing a product tour with a group of sales executives. We're looking at some new home communities that are being built. And you know, one of the things that I'm thinking about, if you're a home buyer, what do you want? You want a good story. You want the story of your community. You want the story of why you bought it, why you selected this community, how you identify this community. I don't care what you're selling. I think you have to ask yourself the question, you know, what is my customer story? Now, we all have a story that we want to tell our customer, but that's not what I'm talking about. It's not the story that the company owner would tell or that the branding agency that we hired would tell. Here's the question you have to be asking yourself. What story do you want your customers telling their friends? That's the story that matters. When your customer leaves your place of business, they're going to go talk to friends and family. What story do you want your customer to tell? That's the only story that counts.